Hi, David. Congratulations on being a guest favorite. I see you have lots of reviews and good score here. I just wanted to take a few moments to look through your listing and give you some tips on some ways that you could improve and get better conversion rates for your bookings. I see some clear opportunities here. First of all, you have a lot of data with these reviews, and I did run them through ChatGPT and got some insights about your guests who are theme of what they really enjoy with your property is the way that it brings the whole family together and helps them to enjoy each other's company. And that's really the strongest selling point that you have. But yet your title really refers to the home and the physical side of the offer. So just the features and the attributes rather than the feeling and what the person or the family can achieve, the transformation they can achieve in terms of bringing them together. So it's a family oasis or something of that type. It probably would be a stronger than just saying big log home. It's clear that it's a home and that it's made out of log and stuff. Well, if you say it's a log cabin, then it does have a connotation to it of that cozy nature. Cabin probably is a stronger term than home, but then again, cabin is already in here. It's already structured in here. So what's left here is really about just conveying a mood and addressing their underlying needs directly in your title. Primary image here is not the most enticing. It's just a staircase. Instead, you might want the living room or which shows a wide open plan and really great for congregating and stuff. And I like the fact that you have the dog included, which means, dogs are welcome. You have 188 images, which is too much for people to really be able to filter through. I'm organized here, which is great. Many of the images don't have captions. So you want to caption pretty much all of them. So I know it's 188 images, so it's going to be hard to caption all of them, but at least the key ones, the first few ones, you want to caption them. And the way you want to caption them is with emotional sensory language that helps people to get a feeling for the place and make them want to book based on them seeing themselves there and feeling the whole vibe. So rather than just saying rocking chair and this and that, which is obvious, but by just looking at the image, you want something which is going to convince them that this is the right place for their underlying needs. And you see here, this thing is already structured with a lot of the things which Airbnb thinks is important. Some of your strengths are already here. So what's left for you to do is really they have not included. It's great that you have 3 acres of private forest, which is a big selling point, privacy and space. And that could even be somewhere in the title here to make it stronger because, and also make it more valuable because just renting versus renting a private estate. I mean, there's 2 different value propositions, and a private estate is much more compelling, or private 3-acre forest reserve, that's much more compelling and much more, it commands more value. And descriptions here, you have follow us on Insta, which is a nice little move to try and get people on your Instagram. I understand where you're going with this, but at the same time, I think you could put onto the descriptions, which is like expert copywriting, which, copywriting, sales copywriting is for one thing only, is to really get people to buy or to get people to book. So if you translate this into sales copywriting, which is really getting an emotional response to get people to book, to describe in active words how the place makes people feel and what the transformation that it delivers. And the reviews are a big source of all that material. But if you use that instead of just listing out amenities which are already in your amenities listing, you're going to get a better response, right? And same goes for here, where you put like your licensing information and stuff like that. So I think you could definitely do better with your listing optimization. Similarly, the neighborhood description, by creating a neighborhood description which makes people better aware of the benefits of your property. So it's kind of sparse here. I would go into a bit more depth. And then your calendar, we look at your calendar for a minute, where you have quite a few. I mean, you're booked up pretty good, but you have some gaps, which is, I mean, typical for a property of your type, where your midweek is a bit sparse. So you're having these issues here with the calendar, and I think focusing on a Slack group to help you fill those dates. For example, groups of adults who are members of hiking clubs, or I don't know, just people who are on retreat, want a retreat, private retreat, or something of that sort. There are various ways to be creative and think of ways to find groups that are more in the market for midweek stays. I also noticed that your December prime dates were already booked out, and being booked so early, I'm not sure if you got the best rate for those prime dates. Certainly worth, I think, looking at your pricing strategy and revenue management overall. But so yeah, I just put together this video, hoping it will be of some value to you. And if you need any help at all, we're here for you, including with revenue management. We're certified Price Labs revenue managers. We can easily give you a free audit of your revenue management and then see if there are any opportunities to help you with that. Other than that, I'm including a YouTube video from our YouTube channel, which might give you some good insights on ways to optimize your. Yeah, good luck with everything. And hopefully, if you need anything, you can reach out.